everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of our Sheltered Let's Play. And in this video, we are going to be doing a lot of stuff. I hope. So, we're just gonna get right into this. No need for some fancy-dancy intro or some fancy-dancy announcements. Those are my weekly update videos. Go check those out. So, let's check everything out. Try to figure out where we last left off. Day 10, we got 9 gas, 19 water, 7 food. So, that's about enough food for like 3 or 4 days. I definitely like turning all the family members on automate because it helps keep them fully automated. If you want to read the journal, you might want to pause, go back in the video, pause again, and watch. Well, not really watch, but read the journal if you want to read it. I'm not going to read it. So, pretty much this game is definitely a lot of micromanaging. What I definitely like doing is having someone in a hazmat suit go up and just fix both things at once. I definitely need food and water. Because 4 people, 7 food, and a cat, so that's 5 food. We are probably going to last about another day and a half. Maybe. Actually, no, I might be able to stretch it for 3 days. The fuel, we got pretty much enough fuel to last us a little bit. I definitely want to get a freezer going, because if I can get a freezer, well, a passive ability of the cat is if we have any mice, it will automatically kill the mouse or mice or rat or whatever, the possum, the rodent, and put it into the freezer, and we have free food. So it's infinite food. Now, I definitely want to get our water storage higher so we can go further and have more expeditions. Yes, the word that I still am having troubles with. Even though I've said it many times before, I don't know why I have problems with it. So we're definitely going to try to set everything up so that we can pretty much have infinite food. Our goal is to get, this video is to get food, and lots of it, like, because food's usually what kills me. Okay, so fuck, we're out of water. We definitely need to get, in that noise right there, that's the cat. So that's telling me it's fucking hungry. So it's slowly dying. I can probably get it to last like 3 days before it actually dies. So that's kind of good. Call it animal abuse, but hey, we have to ration our food here. We are definitely... no, we're not out of food yet, but we are going to be. We're in danger of it. We only probably got a day's worth of food left. Oh, we definitely need to get water. If we don't get water, everyone's going to dehydrate and die. Even with automated people, sometimes they don't take care of a need for some reason. I don't know if that's broke, but we definitely have... Like, there's some things you have to micromanage, even if they're automated. So there might be this task. They only take care of their needs, so they won't take care of the needs around them, so they won't automatically repair stuff or feed animals, which I wish they would implement into the automated system that automatically does the tasks, or I wish you could assign a task to a specific person, because that would just be amazing, because then it would just make kind of your whole shelter be a lot more fluid. Everything would just flow. Definitely want to have more security, so we're nowhere near the day 50 mark is when shit really hits the fan, so that's when the game really begins, so we don't have to worry about, like, security and stuff till then. But that doesn't mean we're not gonna have someone try to, fuck us up, like a raider. I'm pretty sure they don't come till 50, but they might. So, okay, so we got passerbyers. Now, sometimes they'll be like, trade, or they'll want to come in. So, Roger, yeah. Okay, so he wants to trade. So these guys sometimes have a lot of good stuff, sometimes don't. Like right now, he's got a hinge, nail, duct tape, batteries, rubber, magnesium, anti-rads, and brass knuckles. Now, I'm not going to pick up the brass knuckles, and many of you are probably screaming at me like, Forge, pick them up. You need a better melee weapon. Stop using your pipe. Stop using your wood. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know it's a reusable melee weapon, and it's definitely much, much better, but I just don't have the stuff right now to trade away in order to get it, because I'm pretty sure it's going to cost a lot of, like, I don't know, I guess ducats, or widgets, or trade value, I guess. It's got a fairly high trade value. It's not too high, but it's out of my price range at least. So we gotta find something. We gotta trade this dude. I think I'm just gonna give him 2 things of gas. Yeah, I'll just give him 2 things of gas. Yeah, it's 1 over, which is fine, but that way I get all that stuff, which is gonna help me in the end. If you want to read this journal entry, pause and watch it. Otherwise, we're gonna continue on. Again, I'm not gonna read them out to you. I'm sorry if you want me to read them out to you, then put that in the comments. The video will be a little longer then, maybe. Anyway, so I definitely want to start getting expeditions set up into, finally said it right, into the big city, but right now we just don't have the water capacity to set up a large expedition. Now we are running low on gas masks, so we do want to start getting those made eventually. You know, right now, we don't have resources, so we're gonna keep sending out little expeditions to get our water storage up. Because once we get that up, I think our next goal priority will try to be continue upgrading our facilities. But if we don't get the resources to do it, that's fine. Top priority this video is to get a freezer. I don't know what I need for a freezer, but once we get that freezer, food, infinite food right there. You know, it's not a glitch. It's not any of that. It's honest. You can do it because you can have a cat go and kill the rats, put them in the freezer, free food. You can also have traps on the surface, be harvestable. It's free leather, free food. I'm pretty sure rats don't give you leather. That'd be weird. 'Cause, I mean, they're not cow. But, well, I guess they'd give you, like, animal hide. And animal hide's pretty much leather, right? I don't know. Tell me if rats can give us hide in the description. Not description, comments. You know what I mean. Okay, so we're just gonna take all this. I know you're probably like, oh, you don't need that here, or you don't need this early. Well, you know, I'm gonna take it all. You know, I have open inventory slot. I'm gonna take it all because if I find a trader and I need just a smidge more of trade value, I can just slap some crappy shit on and just give it to him. Definitely, we want to continue expanding our base here, and we do want to upgrade our doors so we can have more security, because that is one big issue I've had before once I hit day 50. Now, sorry, had to get a drink. We're definitely going to try this video to get a freezer, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. I'm pretty sure we just need a motor or something. Like either a motor or, we might need hinges. But I don't know, because we did pick up a lot of hinges last episode. 100% sure. This game's definitely a lot of micromanaging, so if you don't like micromanaging, it's probably not the game for you. But it's something I like. It's a good pastime to play. It's kind of stress relieving for me, but not always. Now I'm taking the record for the simple fact it has a high ass trade value. Now, sorry, I pressed the wrong button there, but it has a high trade value, which is great because if I find someone who has a lot of food and I need food, like, look, 109 water, 6 fuel, and 2 little widgets of food, we need fuel bad. Like, we can last a few days, but we need food bad. So we are definitely going to make the push to try so hard to get fuel. If we can find, like, a petrol station, they usually contain a lot of fuel, like more than average. I would say probably about a stack or 2. Now, I'd rather take concrete than the limestone and sand to make the concrete, because that's less time I have to spend making the concrete, and it frees up one spot in my inventory a little exploring. So if I can, I'll usually buy the sand and limestone, but otherwise I'm just gonna, you know, yeah. I don't think we're gonna take in anybody this episode, but it depends. If we find somebody with really good stats, we'll take them in. Otherwise, we're not going to. Now, I'm still debating on. I'm wondering who's gonna die first, because I usually have an early death. You know, someone usually ends up dying pretty early, usually before day 20, but sometimes they die after. Now, I hope it's no one important, because I'm sorry, kids, but I hope it's one of you, because you're probably more worthless than the other two. But, you know, hey, shit. That's another problem I have is when I don't add fuel. So we definitely have to kind of watch for parts and try to upgrade that a whole bunch for capacity. Definitely want to upgrade our storage eventually, because that one little crate is going to fill up fast. Like, I mean, the faster we have, the more people we have, the more expeditions we have, which the more loot we get back, which the more crafting we do, which means the more storage we need. Now, yes, we do have an empty room there on the end below the generator, but I'm thinking I'm going to make that like the kitchen area. Eventually, I'm going to move it all over, compact everything. I'm going to move the beds to the left of the water storage, or even on the 3rd floor that we're going to make. You definitely have to, you definitely have to, kind of think, like, what am I going to need right now? Not what you're going to need so much later, because this game is more of the now and, like, yeah, it's more about the now and not about the next, you know, what's going to happen next, because it's not one of those games you can really plan, oh, okay, I got to get these things so I can do these things and do these things. That's part of it, but it's not the whole thing. You kind of want to, okay, I'm having raiders, so I want to prep all this stuff. You know, you kind of want to worry about one task at a time. Like, you know, I want to get this room up so we can get all our stuff up. Now, can't build a satchel, which I definitely need. Yeah, okay, so we do need a motor for the small freezer. Now, we are going to get that built, so we're going to be looking out for a small freezer. Jeez, if I could find a small freezer and take it home, that'd be great. I can't fit a bed right in there. I don't want to put it over to the far right. Yeah, I know, I can just move it eventually, but for now, I just don't want to put it there. I'm going to wait till this room gets done, build it there. But a small freezer is definitely going to help a lot with the food, because then food's going to be less of a worry and more of a past issue. We're on day 16, and yes, I do speed through most of the days because there's not very much going on at normal speed. There's just not much going on at normal speed. That's why I usually fast forward most of the days. Now, if you don't like me doing this, put that in the comments. If you do like me doing it, put that in the comments. You know, all suggestions are listened to and heard, and I will try to answer every single comment you have about this video. So please go and kind of answer all that stuff. You know, if you have a question about what I'm doing, or, you know, you're not understanding why I'm doing something, or I don't explain it, please put that in the comments, and I will try to answer your questions, because that's what I'm here for. I'm doing a Let's Play, so you can watch me play this game, and if you liked it, then you can go get the game, and you can play it too. Now, you can add me on Xbox, and I will give you all sorts of tips that way. You can follow us on Twitter, you can follow us on Facebook, you can even, hell, subscribe, because then you can get all the daily videos that we are posting here. Now, there is a Sheltered video every single week on Tuesday, and, you know, come check that out. If Sheltered does get popular enough, I will maybe run 2 series at once. You know, like, I might run this series of this Let's Play, and I might also run a second Let's Play of us doing other things. Like, I don't know. I'll look up some sort of challenge I can do for this series, and we can run a challenge series. If, you know, just kind of think of ideas, guys, of what do you want to see. You know, I'm sure you could find it somewhere out there on YouTube, but hey, come here, and you can get the latest, greatest content that I can possibly bring you. So, you know, if you come up with some crazy challenge that you have, or that you do, or you found, please post that in the comments, because I will gladly try that challenge, so we can do another Let's Play of this. I will try to do it at the same time we're doing this Let's Play, and plus that way, if you're getting a Let's Play to be done on this channel, then you don't have to go watch another channel that may or may not have already just recorded the entire series and is already done with it, and then your comments really don't matter or affect the video, whereas here, they always affect the video. Every comment you leave is in another voice to be heard, you know? Don't just watch the video and like it or share it, you know, always hit that subscribe button, always leave a comment, because every time you leave a comment, that's like saying, hey, I'm here, I'm watching your video. I think you could do it this way, or I think you could do this. That way it helps me be better, helps us be better, and it helps the channel be better, and it helps me make better videos, because by you asking stuff, now yes, I know, before I continue, this is kind of going on more of a rant, less of a let's play, but hey, you know, what you gonna do? Maybe put that in the comments? Hey, come on, put it in the comments. I know you want to put it in the comments, and always hit the subscribe button and the like button. Now back to the let's play. Sorry for all that ranting. But we're kind of dying right now. I'm gonna be honest here. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, saying, okay, you know, this usually happens. My dude usually gets low. No, I usually never have a dude get this low. The kid's getting traumatized. I'm sorry. These two are gonna die at some point. Or not. Okay, the wolf died. We got 1 leather and 2 meat for that entire game. Now, the reason why we're taking the meat, even though we don't have a freezer, and yes, you need a freezer to store, otherwise it just goes bye-bye, because it doesn't store like a can, you need a freezer for it. The reason why we're going to take it is because, again, trade value, and yeah, that's really the sole purpose, is trade value. So if we do happen to find something cheap, because we're not 100% sure on the trade value, I don't know if it like changes per person or if it's like a set value. I definitely take pretty much everything I can if I have an open slot, just so I can trade it away if I do find a trader. Trader, get it? You know, like someone who vends me stuff, or someone who betrays me. Don't know. But anyway, so we are definitely going to try to come up with all sorts of interesting, intriguing ways to do stuff. Now, there is always a method behind my madness. Like I said earlier, if you don't understand, leave that in the comments, and I'll try to explain it. Now, as you can see, there is an RV. I'm pretty sure I've never, yeah, now I'm thinking about it, I've never actually fixed it. I think I got like 1 or 2 parts, got to day like 54, and died. All my people died. I'm pretty sure raiders came in, killed them all, and yeah. Actually, no, I don't think the raiders killed them. I'm pretty sure I wasn't able to repair everything quick enough, so everybody pretty much died of radiation and suffocation and all sorts of other bad things. Please don't let that happen to your dude bros. Okay. We are going to trade away the meat because we can get other stuff in here that is much better than what's here right now. Like that record. The record is, I'm pretty sure, 60 trade value, so this is a very good trade. Now, as you can see at the top, like where it's raining, you can see all those animals. That's like free food. Now, you could set up a snare and just let the animal sit there like elk. And, you know, you can just wait and just have elk sit up there forever. You know, set as many snares up, and then until you get a freezer, and then you could harvest them all and have a whole bunch of food. I'm not going to do that because that's kind of a waste of materials, in my opinion. Like, unless I know, okay, I'm going to build the stuff right now. And we do have a motor now, which is allowing us to finally get a freezer. For the longest time, we can now build a freezer, which is going to be good. Which is going to be amazing, because it's going to let us do us. Okay, some more strangers. Yes, small petrol station. Now I'm hoping, because I'm pretty sure we are in dire need of gas, is if we can get gasoline from here, we're going to be great. Okay, now she does have a can of gas. She values that at 15. I'm just going to give her a teddy bear, you know. Yes, I do have kids, but I don't have a toy box built for them, so teddy bears are kind of useless. Just like books. Don't have a bookshelf. Books are pretty much useless. So, we are hoping. Yes, a little bit of gas. Not much. Now, yes, I know we are in dire need of food. This is my usual situation. It's always running out of food. Like, I'll be like borderline death here. And my dudes will end up dying by like food poisoning or radiation or infection or something. They'll die of something. I wish like typhus or something, or like smallpox were a thing, like actual diseases that you gotta like find specific cures for, like a quest. Like you found a laboratory with a bunch of vials, and like one could be super good, and others could be really bad, and then it just makes your shelter really fucked up. That right there. Like if there's mods for this game, which I'm pretty sure there's mods for pretty much every game now, If there's a mod for that, please someone send me that link. 'Cause I would like to check that shit out. Yes, I know I'm on the Xbox, but hey, doesn't mean I can't go check it out on the PC here. Definitely need to. Now, the reason we are a small pharmacy and not picking up all those medicines like I should, but we're in dire need of other things, so medical supplies are not the top of the list. Like, they are honestly not. Medium houses usually have some good stuff in them. First thing when I'm going through a house looting is, number one, what's stackable? Number two, what am I looking for? So if it's like food or a specific material, then I'm gonna try to fit that in my inventory. If I can't, see what can I get rid of, and then after that, what else is there? You know, is there anything that catches my eye that I might need, like a gun or bullets? I don't pick up a gun unless I have ammo for it. You know, so if I do find a gun but I have no ammo for it, it's useless. But if I have a ton of ammo, you know, you could say, oh, well, I'm not going to pick up ammo because I don't have a gun for it. You know, so take that as you will. I'm kind of, if I don't have a gun, then I won't pick up ammo. But if I don't have ammo, I'm not going to pick up a gun. So I'm going to hopefully find ammo and a gun at the same place. If I don't, that's fine. Eventually I will pick up a gun and ammo in either order, because eventually you just need them just to have, because they are great protection, just like in real life. Yeah. That's a word that has always intrigued me all throughout school, is the amount of times I heard probably today was astonishing. Like, I'm doing testing right now, if you don't know. Well, you probably didn't know, because it's the first time you're probably ever hearing of it. You know, I'm doing testing today and tomorrow, but actually when this video comes out, it would be today and yesterday. But anyway, so I'm doing testing right now, and I have heard the word at least 30 times from the same person in 5 minutes. It's astonishing what you hear. Now, there's definitely a lot of stuff. And there's the sickness we are talking about, food poisoning. Again, I have no way to, no knowledge of how to cure it in here. And we are going to pick this dude up for the simple fact, because he is just amazing. But yeah, we are picking this up. We are picking this up because the reason why we're really picking it up is because by having it, it's going to allow us to have another person. Yes, it's gonna be another mouth to feed and all that extra water. We are picking them up because it's going to also allow us to have another person who can go out and venture out. So now we can set up 2 expeditions, because we have 5 people. Can't leave your shelter unattended, so we can set up 2, so 5. You know, do the math. Now, I definitely do try to have every water-based need, so drinking, showering, and toilets, all done. Well, it's raining, so that way I'm still getting in the water and, you know, kind of min-maxing here. If you don't know what min-maxing is, it's basically you're trying to maximize everything possible. So, for instance, you're trying to get everybody up to date on their water while you're getting free water, so that way, you know, you're not wasting that time that you have the chance to get water, and you're maximizing your water intake, essentially. Now, it's kind of like when you get a whole bunch of food and you have a whole bunch of, like, game up top. Game's also another word for animal, like hunted animal, if you didn't know, is if you have, like, 3 or 4 elk and then, like, 2 more on their way, you can have someone go harvest, reset the trap, and get those 2, and just have a whole bunch of food, and just have everybody eat. That way, everybody's pretty much full, and all their hunger needs are taken care of. Now, sleep's a little harder to do. Now, you can't really min-max that. I mean, I guess, like, if you have 1 bed, constantly have somebody sleeping, but once you get higher up in a bigger shelter, you'll be able to pretty much have, like, bunk beds, and just have that pretty much enough beds for everybody. That's usually what I try to do, is have 2 bunk beds. That way I have 4 beds, technically, and I usually get up to about, like, 6 people. That way everybody pretty much can sleep, and there's always 2 people awake, and it's just great. Now, we are coming into the home stretch now. Let me just look at our time right now. Okay, so we're at 25 minutes or so. Okay, so I think we'll go to about the 30-minute mark or something. Just play off that. We're going to try to keep these videos to about 30 minutes. If you think they're too long, put that in the comments. If you think they're too short, put that in the comments. But currently, I can only make them 30 minutes exactly, sadly. That's just what I'm currently using to make my videos, and that is limiting my length, I guess. So, if you think they're too short, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make them any longer for about a month. But if you think they're too long, that's fine. I'll be able to break them up into, I guess, 2 parts. They will both be released on the same day. So, it will be recorded as one episode. It will just be episode 2, part 1, episode 2, part 2. So, or however many parts I need to do for that video. I guess then I would be able to make each episode a little bit longer. Technically, because then if I'm doing them in parts, you know what I mean. I'm sure you get it. So, there's pretty much that. So we're on day 23. Everything's looking pretty good. David, though, I don't know if he's gonna survive. Like, he's low on health. That little plus means he's gaining health, but his health bar, honestly, hasn't moved. Like, if you're noticing it move, please tell me, because I'm not noticing it move. That just might be me. And now, I was talking to my friend while I was doing this. I told him, I'm going to send 2 kids out because everybody else is pretty much sick. And he's like, oh, don't tell me you did that. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And I'm like, just think about it. Everyone else is sick. Just send the healthiest 2 people out. So yeah, that's what we did. We sent our 2 healthiest people out. Now, I know you're probably yelling at me, oh my god, she's on the surface in a dust storm. Yeah, well, you can't predict everything. Okay, except now that she has radiation poisoning. And, well, let's just face it. Laura, you're probably gonna end up dead anyway. I'm sorry, not to be sexist, but the other woman, the woman I still can't figure out her name. I don't think I've ever looked at her name. What is it? I don't know. I have no clue what her name is. Well, we're not really gonna worry about the other girl's name. Right now, all we're worried about is, oh, Angela. Yeah, Angela? Yeah. Now, she is, yeah, our other female. So we're down to 12 gas, 11 water, 0 food, and 100% oxygen. Now, before, oxygen wasn't a thing, but now it is. That allows you to support more people in your shelter. But food, we need food. We can last about 3 or 4 days without it. Cat can last about 2 to 3 days, depending on if the bull was already fed beforehand. 11 water, that's gonna last us hopefully till we can get this food run in. Now, we don't have very much food, so we might die. We have 12 gas. That's definitely gonna last us a little bit. I don't maximize my gas, sadly, so you're probably, someone out there's probably screaming, hey, Forge, put some fuel in the damn generator. Your people are gonna suffocate. Suffocate? That's your word, right? Suffocate? No, it's suffocate. I was just messing around with you there. We're gonna pick up pipes because I definitely want to increase our water filter so we can get more efficiency, so we can get more water while it's raining. That way, we can get all that splendid water, Yeah. Yeah. Now, look at David. He's hanging his poor head. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm really fucking shocked. I'm gonna kill myself. Nah, he's doing good. Now, what? Okay, guys. Well, Laura died. Now, call this whatever you will, but you didn't see anything. We needed food, okay? They're gonna eat it anyway. It's cannibalism, okay? Say it as you will. That's the last journal entry if you want to read it. Day 24. Pause now if you want to watch it. If not, it looks like we're coming up on the 30-minute mark. So remember to like, share, subscribe, and please subscribe. As always, I've been your host, Forge, the Cineplex Experiment. Thanks for watching.